Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Those are strange sounds from an old man.
What do you mean? Whoops.
Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, that you're going to change the name.
That's usually
Whoops. It's Tuesday.
That's usually encumbered by an incontinence problem. Whoops.
No.
Oh yeah.
No,
well, you've got the right man here. Is incontinence when you?
Would you move over to the next one?
Yeah, exactly.
Is
Look down below.
Incontinence an inability or an ability or an overability?
Incontinence is the muscles that usually hold things back don't quite as well.
Oh, I see. Oh, so it's leaking. All right.
Once again, I have to remind you, people are eating breakfast out there.
Oh, holy mother! Please
Not anymore.
Please forgive me for all of that. And wow, it's Tuesday. My name is Bob Plass. The last time I looked, and the guy next to me is JPEG Luca, Trusty, Dusty, Lusty, Crusty, and he's moving to Wisconsin. Yeah. I got family there you can sit with or you can stay with.
Will they have?
Merry Mixmaster of May is on the other side of the board.
There, thank you.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I thought about this one.
Yeah. The Mixmaster.
The Merry Mixmaster of May.
I love it. Are you a remix master or just a mix master?
I'm not good at remix master.
I love those remixes. They're really good.
I found a cool program that I could use if I could afford it that would help me line up the beats and stuff, but
Oh, I just love it. There's a song from Christmas I've still been playing that "Let It Snow" by K-Star of all people, and
a remix of it.
Oh yeah. Hey, this is good news from the Dunkin' Donuts resting bee-faced thing.
Oh, you're not going to let that go, are you?
No, I want to tell you. This is the end. I'm going to tell you why a child changes everything. And
Bob's putting on his psychologist hat again.
I know this. Okay. All right. The wonderful woman who I was having problems with.
Yes.
You know.
Her perspective has changed, is what you're saying.
Not only has her perspective changed, she said, I walked in, she served me today.
Yes.
And there was a kind of a smile on her face when I said, "How's your new baby?" And she smiled, and then she said to me, I said to her, "What's the new baby's name?" And she said, "Carter."
Bob.
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
She said it was Bob. I should have asked if she. Yeah, no, she doesn't know my name. Maybe she does. So she said Carter, and I said, "I love that name.
That's a cool name."
Okay, so then she looks at me and she smiles. She gives me my coffee and she says, "Have a nice day." And there was this huge smile on her face.
You know why, Bob? For the first time, you're showing interest in in how she feels in her life, and that's huge for people, especially in the customer service industry. If you show interest in them,
yes,
they will pay it back.
Oh, I hear you. I tried for 7. Don't remind me of the old times.
No, Bob, you had no common frame of reference.
No, you're right. And suddenly we do have a common frame of reference. And so I've got to give a shout out to Carter, the
solved your problems for you.
2-week-old son of the woman who I had fisticuffs with for several years. Tina, isn't that wonderful, Jay?
Tina just texted me, guys.
Yeah.
Incontinence right out of the gate. Must be wow, it's Tuesday. Good morning, Tina.
Yeah, morning.
Whoops, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. I love that. I actually think we should use that sometimes.
I'll try to make a bump Tuesday. For it.
Yeah, I love it. Whoops! I like the idea of it could be wow, it's Tuesday, or whoops, it's Tuesday. That will tell us the tenor of the people who are sitting here at the table.
Okay.
All right. So,
by the way, this is nearly the last week of classes. They have.
Oh my gosh!
I think this is the last full week of shows on the radio station for the students because next week is finals. And then the week after is commencement, the 19th.
What happens for folks who listen to those shows? Is it dead air? It's not dead air.
It's underclassmen. Some of them actually know how to record their shows, and a couple of them know how to upload them. So they can continue to do them during the summer. If you live locally, I know there's some people that continue to do their shows over the summer.
I see. Yes, but
like Panda does his, and I think
there's music all week long.
Yeah,
right?
they program the music, and we have the automation system that runs it. So if you like the style of music, then you can listen to it all the time,
all day long. But we're on the air from.
We're here all the time.
All righty,
and I'm working on lining up fill-ins for when I'm gone this summer.
When you're gone this summer.
Yes, for the World Series.
Oh yeah. And when is that?
Leave July 15th and I come back August 13th.
July 15th, almost a month.
Yes.
Holy mother, that's
9
amazing.
divisions of baseball and softball to do World Series for us.
Wow, and it's only in one spot. It's someplace down there you went.
Jensen Beach, Florida.
Jensen Beach, Florida.
Yes, Martin County.
My heart is breaking for you.
Yeah, I think I have Chris Bavino from the Western Mass Storm Chasers. He's getting clearance so he can adjust his schedule a little bit to accommodate you guys.
Oh, terrific. That would be wonderful.
But Jay can take care of this show.
Yeah.
He's all over.
Oh, yeah. But we want Jay beside me sitting here making comments.
Whoops.
There he is. He's having a whoops day. At any rate. Hey, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
I had
Saturday I did an anti-bullying event with the students from the advanced promotions class or advanced advertising class.
Susan Boniface, Professor Dr. Susan Boniface.
Correct. And they did an anti-bullying thing with a group called Unify out of Springfield.
Yeah, I saw the balloons and everything.
It's a nonprofit. And we did an event at Circuit Coffee and we did live radio from 10 to noon.
Wonderful. Were there a lot of folks?
That place is busy.
Oh, it's really busy. It looked really festive over there. Unfortunately, I was on my way.
As Bob passes by going, suckers!
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I actually wanted them to succeed because
they did, actually.
Suzanne reached out to me. I went to a wonderful funeral, if there's such a thing as a wonderful funeral.
I want mine to be that.
For Al Woodruff, who was a Kiwanian, and he died. He was the historian of First Congregational Church and worked with him over the years. He was a spirit and a soul to be reckoned with. He was wonderful, and we are sadly missing him. So I went to that funeral, and then I got into a car, and I took James to the theater in Hartford. Because it was his birthday. We'll talk about it in the second half. It was The Legend of Georgia McBride.
Oh, okay. I've heard rave things about that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's down there where the old near G. Fox and Company, where
Hartford
I think
Stage.
it was Hartford, the old Hartford Stage Company.
Well, it's still Hartford Stage. I think
they moved to another big, beautiful spot. Hartford Stage is
the Stilts building. It's not under the Stilts building.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. That I was wondering what building it was. Yeah, because it's a beautiful lobby with, you know how they do in all cities. During the 30s and the 40s, they made them look like sort of like Greek temples or something. this looks like a Greek temple.
No, that's my living room.
Or yeah. All right. Yes. Yeah. So
touche, Jay.
So on Friday night, I don't know what you do about this, but James told me last week this was his 70th birthday. Everyone,
happy birthday to James.
It's a really good thing.
Why are we partying?
Huh?
Why are we partying for James's birthday?
Why are we partying for James's birthday?
When? Tell me.
Oh, no. When are we partying?
Yes.
No, they already had the party.
We
it
had
was
the
at their
party.
house.
Yeah.
We weren't invited.
No. This is what I was told. You have a party for me, and I will leave you. It was as bad as that. I was tempted, but I didn't. I
tell
said,
James I'm coming over and I'm going to just take him out for dinner or something.
So not since I was 21 have I really wanted a party for my birthday. Because once I got to 25, I kind of lost count. But it didn't matter.
Well, he has the wonderful breakfast club at Leo's every Saturday, where they sit and they kibitz and all that sort of stuff. I sleep in.
Define kibitz.
Kibitz, talk, cuz, yeah. Oh, or argue about things.
It's called shoot the bull.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, but it's more. It has a sort of
so how does the bull feel about that?
If you're kibitzing, you're on different sides of an opinion, and boy, they are sometimes on different sides of the opinion.
They have lively discussions.
Yeah. Yes. So every one of the people from the Breakfast Club asked me, are you doing something? Are you doing something? And then I began to feel like they were thinking that I was abusive or something.
I'm not a fan of birthdays. And the last big one that was tossed for me, I think, was out when I was 40. Marion put together a nice surprise party.
Yeah, that was me too.
And that
40.
was cool.
Sure.
And I didn't expect it. It was kind of a nice surprise, but damn it, I don't want another one.
Yeah.
I just don't need it. You want to have a party.
You don't want the Hawaii 501?
No. If you want to have a party, have it for somebody else, and I'll come and help produce it. That I enjoy.
Oh, that's a good.
But don't have a party for me.
Yeah. I personally don't like parties. I'm not a party person. I know you look at me and you say I'm a party person. Once I get
you're the definition of a party person.
No. I get to a party and then I force myself to have a good time. But getting there is so you have to drag me kicking to a party.
You will have a good time.
Yeah. And then James, he always tells people that he always looks like the shrew because I've told him we're only staying for a half hour. And then 2 hours later, I'm around the room and whatever, talking to people and stuff.
Yeah, that's disingenuous. You can't physically do a party in a half an hour, Bob. It's physically impossible for you.
Once you get in the room,
physically, psychologically, mentally, it's impossible for you to do a party.
You begin to kibitz.
Correct.
Oh yeah. But now I got the scoot out. It's how we started the program. Oh my God! I actually did. Yeah. Oops. It's my stomach again. It's my senior stomach. See ya. So.
All right, everybody. You got the deal. So you can't let them. That's not good enough.
No. Now I got to. You'll have to spend.
You'll have to tie up the bathroom for long periods of time to use that one again.
Yeah. So James says, no, I'm not going to have you're not going to do a party for me. And that's that. So I then said to him, I'm sitting there and I said, hey, are we going out for your regular Friday night, 6 p.m. martini? We go out on Friday nights and it's like a tradition.
Sure, okay. Yep.
And it's almost sort of like an addiction in a way that Friday nights at 6 o'clock, we have to be out there somewhere.
The Coles family used to go to Vincent's Steakhouse every Friday. My aunt used to go to my aunt every Friday night. So.
Sure. So he said, yes, of course we're going on a Friday night. I said, well, why don't I ask Audrey and Joe? And he said, oh, that would be nice. And then I said, oh, now I'll have to ask Jackie and Butch. He said, oh, great. It turned out that we had 8 people. There was supposed to be 10. At
you have to have 12 to be an official party. So he's okay.
Okay.
So he's okay.
Yeah. So by reframing it, we were able to have a party. We actually, I don't think we had a cake. We didn't because that would have been a party.
That would have been a party.
But we did go out. We did go out. I took him to the theater, and then on Saturday night, the ghost hunters came to my house for their first
Agawam
visit.
Paranormal. Ghost Hunters is copyrighted by somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, I
No,
call
that's
them.
Ghostbusters.
I've been telling
Ghost
everybody
Hunters.
it's the ghost. Yeah, I always explain.
Agawam Paranormal Society.
Agawam Paranormal Society and Bobby Goff and the crew came to my house because we have been selected to be one of the 4 houses to be ghosticized or whatever. What do they call it?
Investigated.
Oh, okay. Investigated.
Ghosticized.
Yeah.
Investigated, Bob.
Investigate.
Ostracized?
Didn't you listen to his show the entire time he was on here?
Oops.
Ooh.
The answer is no.
It's so early in the morning. Who gets up at 5 a.m.?
Replays, Bob. We do it. It's
Every
recorded.
Oh, I know. I actually.
You would have an idea of exactly what happens during an investigation had you listened to one of his shows.
Well, I did because we had a meeting. We had a meeting last week where I had to sign papers and everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do a
this
briefing,
is really
yes.
formalized and stuff.
Yeah.
And
So you have to sign papers to get invited to Bob's house.
Oh gosh, I'm telling you.
I wasn't even given the papers. Not even a waiver of liability.
Really, you need to have.
There's a roll of those papers over in the next room.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to have your shots if you're coming to my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right, Bob, I have all my shots.
Hey, 6:17 in the morning. It's going to be. Is it the start of spring? Basically today. I know that we
meteorological spring started a while ago.
Oh well, I know that, but in terms of from now on,
I think the weather's improving today. It's going to be quite much warmer than yesterday.
Yeah,
almost 20 degrees warmer, and then it's going to get into the 80s this week.
That's right. And I looked on the 10-day schedule, and it looks as if we're in the 70s and high 60s all the way through. And next week,
as far as I can see, yeah.
Next week, it's all sun. But this week, there's something called April scattered showers that are happening in May. So today...
Well, it does rain in other times than April.
80% chance of showers. High of
only in the morning,
74. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, only in the morning, and then the rest of the day is like partly cloudy or something. It's either partly cloudy
Don't
or
give
mostly,
up the day job for
mostly
weather,
sunny.
Bob.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to be nice the rest of the week.
Yeah. Hey, and then I have to today. I thought, I'm not going to be on for Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th. Today is May Day, actually, right? Today is May.
Correct, it's May Day, yes.
And so I thought, geez, I've got to play something for May Day, and I have to play something for Cinco de Mayo. So when I was thinking of Cinco de Mayo music, I thought of Linda Ronstadt because she's a wonderful Mexican-American. She's no longer singing, unfortunately, because I think she has MS. And so it has affected her. But we have all of her recordings. And she did a recording, an album called Canciones de mi Padre, The Songs of My Father, that is one of those albums that you listen to and you think, God, this is happy music. And this is beautiful folk music from Mexico with... the mariachi bands and stuff. Yep. And so I decided I'd play a selection from that. And so it's called The Laurels in English, but it's Los Laurels from Canciones de mi Padre, Linda Ronstadt, Señorita Linda Ronstadt. Okay, so here we go. Andale.
Encendidas Quisiera hacerte un invite, pero la verdad no sé si tienes quien te lo evite. Mejor me separaré. Por ahí va la despedida, chinito, por tus quereres. La perdición de los hombres son las benditas mujeres, y aquí se acaban cantando los versos de los laureles.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. That's what you'll find on Ken's Den, Tuesdays from 8 till 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Wow, it's Tuesday morning. Oops. Whoops and oops and wow. It's Tuesday morning, and I'm here with Peter Coles, the merry mixer of
Mixmeister of May.
And the Merry Mixmeister.
You know, it's going to be June before he figures that out.
That's okay. I want to throw him a curveball once.
It's about time.
And that's JPEG Luca, trustee psychic. He got some
Good morning,
things.
everything. Good morning, everything. This is going to be one of those days. Whoops. Hey, tonight,
Mark, save us.
Yeah, please. Tonight, we're going to be over at 7B's, a benefit for the YMCA. They're donating a portion of all of the proceeds of their evening dinner sales to the YMCA. Going to have a bunch of people over there singing. Harry Rock is going to be there. Some great talent singing at the 7B's.
7B's is in...
what time is this going on?
Where is that?
Starts about 5:15.
5 to 9 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. 5 to 9.
Maybe I'll stop in there for dinner.
Please, I'd love to see you. So stop up and say hello.
7B's is on Route 202.
It's at the cross where 10 and 202 split.
Yeah.
Right across the street from the...
Yeah, to those of us old enough around town, it used to be the Purple Onion.
The infamous Purple Onion.
Right next to Cumberland Farms.
Yep.
And this Friday, I'm going to have Pete Langmore on the air with me. We're going to be talking about a concert at the White Church in Blandford, and that's going to be helping to support or helping to fund for our Scottish Festival up at...
of course, that's the weekend I'm leaving again.
Is that the opera one? The one in Blandford? No. This is a decidedly Scottish fair of music that'll be happening. Bagpipes.
Well, that kind of thing. Yeah, but
I don't know.
Fiddles.
Some of these Scots rock.
They
rock it out.
But I think this is a little more laid back. This is just some bagpipes. I think Sarah the Fiddler is going to be up there, and it's all a fundraiser for our Scottish Festival this summer up at Look Park. So that's going to be happening this weekend. And next week, next Friday the 11th, I'm going to have the cast of Footloose of Westfield High School is going to be joining me here in studio, and we're going to be talking about their play coming up.
Footloose, the old movie, has been turned into a musical.
That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've seen bits and pieces of their rehearsals, so that'll be a lot of fun. That's the weekend of the 11th.
Okay. Now, if you're on your way to work just before 6:30, I also have to tell you that May 19th is the opening of the Cabaret series. It's called Wow, not Whoops. Wow, it's Cabaret. Yeah.
Although occasionally there's an oops during the show.
Oh, there might be an oops during the show. Yes, yeah. Wow, it's Cabaret features great performers from New England and New York that are professional, and the first performance is May 19th, and it opens with Canoe the Musical, which has been, audiences love this musical. And
which ones?
Yeah. My mother and father, even though they've passed on, they're really. But
no, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mary Bonacci Brown is an incredibly wonderful singer. She sings.
I think it's Mary Brown Bonacci. But
Mary, what did I say? Mary Bonacci Brown. No, Brown Bonacci. Mary Bonacci is an opera singer, a jazz singer, a rock singer, a Broadway singer. She can sing the phone book. And
she sings so impressively that you won't even notice Bob trying to sing on stage.
I am a former New York professional actor with a trained voice.
It sounds just like a train now that you mention it.
Yes, yeah, no. It's sort of more like a trained seal. Not at all.
But it has the seal of approval.
Yeah. And our accompanist is Michael Rowe, who actually plays Mary's shrink in the show. And James Homan, who did 3 Broadway shows, my spouse, is playing the my shrink, and it's a love story, believe it or not between James and I. I'll say it's a love story between Mary, and it's a fantasy. Mary and I fall in love, an older man with a younger woman, and we use all the songs of Broadway and Hollywood and the American Songbook, and it's a lot of fun.
Comedy.
It's a romantic comedy.
Yes.
I think it's funny and poignant, and we've done it several times. We premiered it at the Buffalo Canoe Club, hence the name Canoe the Musical. Yes. And you can get
you do reference a canoe in it, so we're okay.
Several times.
Okay,
my God, yes.
So tickets are available at westfieldonweekends.com.
Yes, you can go on PayPal on westfieldonweekends.com, and you can also call the telephone number of Westfield on Weekends, which is 572-5267. I think that's it.
It's on the website.
It's on the website. And put in your name and be watching for posters, et cetera, and hopefully they'll be on sale this week at the Shortstop as well.
Yeah, this is at the Shortstop.
And they're at the door as well.
On May 19th.
And you're wondering, where in the Shortstop are you? Where in the Shortstop are you going to do it? Well, you're going to do it we're going to do it in a redecorated, beautiful banquet hall, which is a place that you may not know that the Shortstop has. Yeah. And we have seating for about 100 people.
It's the secret room.
Yes. And Cabaret is an interesting kind of bird in itself. And all of the monies go for Westfield on Weekends city programming. So please come and support that. There's a second show happening on June 23rd, and that is Samara Evans and the Jazz Professors in Jukebox U. That's a really fine show.
That ought to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Really terrific, too. So there you have it. Hey, 6:29 in the morning. You know who's old today?
Besides you and me?
Besides, yeah. She is 7 years older than I, which would make her 81 years old. Could that be possible?
Who?
She was born in 1939.
Who?
Judy Collins. Judy Collins, incredible singer from the 60s.
Bows and flows of angel hair.
Yeah. And ice cream castles everywhere. She's still singing. She is got a voice that is so incredible. Her big hit, incidentally, was from Broadway, believe it or not. Send in the Clowns was her big hit.
Right.
Yeah. And so at any rate, I'm going to play a live version of Judy. She sings both sides now when she was very young. And now that she's in her 80s or approaching 80, she is singing it with newfound knowledge and wisdom. And I love this version. It's from a radio program out in the Midwest. Judy Collins, Both Sides Now.
looked at clouds that way, and now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, and now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, win and lose, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way, and now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads and say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life. I really don't know life at
WSKB's programming is generously underwritten by Whip City Fiber, Westfield Gas and Electric, where they offer gigabit internet speed. Whip City Fiber, turning Westfield's neighborhoods into fiberhoods. On the web at whipcityfiber.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is May 1st, May Day 2018 and counting. I'm here with JPEG Luca, my trusty sidekick, and the remix mastermeister of...
Merry Mixmeister of May. I got him confused now.
The Merry Mixmeister of May. That's actually...
doesn't happen.
Tra-la, it's May, the last May 1st, and so we have the critic extraordinaire from... you have a column in the Westfield News. You are also a writer for several people, several publications.
The only
Tell us who we give us
thing,
your bio shortly.
My short bio is I come in here and sit to your right on the first Tuesday of every month. JPEG Lucas on
sort of like,
to your left, and we kind of
the Holy Trinity of
which means you're surrounded.
The Holy Trinity of radio in Westfield. But
I'm not sure if that's a good thing, Mark.
I think you make that makes you the Holy Ghost. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Whoosh. Now, what do I do?
Oh, good.
I am the arts beat reporter for the Westfield News Group, where I not only write a column but review shows.
Wonderful
and
review.
I am a producer here at WSKB with a program called Arts Beat Radio, which right now is running monthly, but beginning on Friday, May 25th, which is a month from today, we go weekly on Fridays from 8 to 9 every Friday. For infinity.
For infinity.
Because you don't have enough to do this summer.
Because I had too much time on my hands this summer.
I know. It's because the pool's not open that early.
The pool opens that day. So believe me, I'll be on the radio from 8 to 9, and the pool opens at 10.
Yeah.
So it will be a very fast...
It's going to be a fast route. So, but you also represent some really wonderful people like Capital Steps.
I'm very excited. I've worked with Capital Steps on some of the New England productions that they've done over the years. But as of the 1st of last month, I'm doing their national press. So it's been...
Congratulations.
It's been kind of like a very quick initiation. I think that they're a great group to work with, and I didn't realize how fast the show changes. I mean, they always said we change it a lot, but it changes almost night by night. And we were up here in Western Massachusetts in Northampton on Friday, April 20th, and then in Torrington, Connecticut on Saturday, April 21st. We did a swing through New England again last weekend, and the touring company's in California now.
Wow. And they have many. I mean, this is a big deal. When you really think of it, they have one major company of it, and then they have smaller companies?
No,
how does that work?
They have a core of actors, and they are capable of running. They run in Washington every Friday and Saturday at the Ronald Reagan Building, which is on 13th and Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, just down the street from the National Theater, which was for years the only place that Broadway shows played Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And they're there every weekend. And then they have a couple of touring groups that go out. The same size. It's 5 singers and actors and 1 pianist and 1 backstage guy. And like one group's out in California, one they can be in 3 places at once.
Gotcha. Hey, I just had this brainstorm. You know, the Washington Correspondents' Dinner that we've all been talking about ad nauseum since it happened.
I haven't been talking about it. I've been ignoring it.
Did you by chance see it at all?
No, didn't care.
No.
I saw it.
I did. I
didn't watch it live. I mean, it was on
Yeah,
Facebook.
I watched it the next day myself.
I did not find it any more offensive to what she said about those people to their faces than the fact that the President of the United States would mock a handicapped reporter in a press conference or say some of the things that he said. This entire country needs a lesson in civility.
Oh,
it doesn't make a difference if you're a Republican or a Democrat. It requires a little civility.
You know, my thought on it is a couple of things. If that were a man doing that comedy, could he have gotten away with the words that she used? I don't like to say that P word that refers to a cat. But I don't like it, and I think that at a dinner or whatever, I just got put. I was taken back a bit by the choice of language, and that I thought that maybe, and incidentally, I saw Kathy Griffin, who's trying to revive her career, on The View yesterday, and she was swearing up a storm and saying words that I find
not a great way to revive your career.
Oh, I know.
But
I mean,
that's what she's been known for.
She does, and
Yeah,
so does Michelle Wolf.
Michelle Wolf is known for being kind of crude.
Yeah.
But it's no different than the tape of Donald Trump talking about women and
grabbing and all that, and he used the word and she used the word, and
it's
for
no
some reason,
different. There was
that's
a,
right.
There was a story when Donald Trump was on the air and he was putting down Rosie O'Donnell, who was the host of The View, and he was crude and disgusting
Yeah.
in terms of the language he used, and he picked on her weight, he picked on her sexual orientation, and a whole bunch of stuff. And then you have a stand-up comic from whom you expect things to kind of be raunchy, like Michelle Wolf, get up there and feed it right back. Neither side was really doing the right thing.
No, I really... and there we had Sarah Sanders, who incidentally looked adorable. I thought she looked lovely that evening. And Kellyanne Conway, I don't know whether she where she went, but she was wearing this white, really like gown of real sumptuous, beautiful, and she actually looked really pretty herself. And I thought to myself, geez. You see him in a different way on C-SPAN. After the show, they have like 45 minutes where you see the place empty out, and all you do is watch people talking to one another and leaving the hall. And so I was able to watch the interactions between a lot of different people. And I saw Kellyanne, not Kellyanne, I did see Kellyanne with kissing somebody and whatever. And then, it humanized her in a way. But then I saw the kindness of, this sounds crazy for this man, but Sarah Sanders talking to several people, and she... I don't know what she was saying. I can't read lips, but it looked like she was being very, very nice. And, she...
I like the comments more about the hammering of the networks. Like CNN, you broke the news and things like that.
So I've come up with...
the actual critique part?
Oh, yeah. No.
Because that was very telling.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought it was endless, the opening speech. It was like me introducing something. 25 minutes later, we get to the main event of the evening. And thank God I could fast forward. But I came up with this idea. Capitol Steps would be the perfect entertainment at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner. Why don't they have Capitol Steps do it?
I don't know. I have to find out. I don't know if the Capitol Steps ever did that. They do a lot of performances for organizations,
sure,
conventions and stuff like that. But I'll have to find out if they've ever done that.
It would be different. And they really know humor. They know how to... this is the difference between what Michelle Wolf and other comedians have done at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner. That you could go to a Capitol Steps show and enjoy it without going, oh God, the words are not offensive. They're equal opportunity employer, and they
pick on all sides, which I thought was fun.
Michelle Wolf picked on all sides, I thought.
I think one of the things about the Capitol Steps, and Elena Newport, who's one of the co-founders who writes most of their material, said they pick on both sides equally, but they're not there to be offensive. They're kind of poke fun and satirize things.
I don't think that's intelligent.
I don't think that anybody would find any of their shows offensive in any way.
No, I would agree.
I think SNL can be more offensive at times. But the Capitol Steps knows what it wants to do, and it's been doing it since 1981.
But the other thing that I found is that I think that the press especially needed a wake-up call for comedy. Because all these comedians won't go to college campuses anymore. They won't go. They're not doing shows, really. And because the America's lost its sense of humor, everything's offensive to everybody. That's the nature of comedy. You're going to offend somebody.
No, I know.
Yes, that's the nature of comedy, Bob.
Yeah.
You are going to offend somebody.
I agree.
And you know what? I'm glad she let them have it. Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, what was very telling to me was her very last comment of her speech or her presentation or her stand-up was something, and it's been 3 years, and what have we done about the water in Flint, Michigan?
Yeah, right.
Well, that ends it on a note. What have we done?
It's all bluster.
Yeah. And I try to remain at least in my public life and on the air, because I am a reporter by trade, I try not to state personal political views on anything. I try to stay middle of the road and deal with issues and not candidates and stuff like that. But this current administration allows people to be rude and raunchy, and they make fun of people, and they diminish people's skill sets. And
it started before that, though, Mark.
It did start before that.
This is the pinnacle of it. It's going to swing back.
It's got to swing back.
Yeah,
Nobody is saying, hey, wait a minute. That's the president. The president needs to tone it down. He's a leader.
Yes.
Whether you like him or not, he represents our nation. And to be a crude person like that, that's wrong.
Right.
And we really have to change the way we have our public discourse. And I believe in civility. I think we get things a lot more done when we're civil to each other and we listen to other people's points of view.
You want to hear something that John Meacham, the author of a great book on the Bush dynasty, who spoke at the funeral of Barbara Bush last week, has a new book out, and he said that his premise in writing the book was to look at the history of the presidency and look at who has been there and what the times were, etc., and what presidents have led the discussion toward positive change and held up the discussion. And he said, "Is this the worst time in history that he has seen in all of his story or in his research?" Well,
No.
he said no. After Abraham Lincoln, which was a
former presidents used to go out and beat each other
This guy was interviewed on NPR on Morning Edition this morning.
That's right. That's the guy. Yeah, and he said that Andrew Johnson was really incredible. He was a bully, etc., etc. Okay. But he did say, because of this president, we are living in perilous times. Because of this president, we are living in perilous times.
Or because of this no, it's because of the rest of the government decided they don't want to do anything about it. And they decided they don't want to work. They've lost the spirit of working together. This president could be marginalized in 20 minutes.
Well,
both sides in Congress would have to work together.
This president has to be muzzled. And maybe he's done some good stuff.
No, you know what? And the minute he gets muzzled, this country's over. Everybody loses because you lose your right to free speech. I don't care if you like it or not. You lose. Mark loses his right to free speech. You lose your right, and Jay loses his right.
So let's not. So somebody's got to get to him and allow and say to him, you cannot go on in this unpresidential
Bob, you know what?
manner.
I seem to realize that North Korea now is shutting down. I'm sure it has to be verified, but they're shutting down the nukes.
I did not say anything about what he's done. I'm talking about the way he says it and the way he is.
Yeah, he told North Korea, put up or shut up.
Okay.
Guess what? They're putting up, Bob.
Okay, that's political. I'm not talking about political.
It all goes together.
Please,
he's a package, Bob.
Okay. Personal, we'll agree to disagree.
Okay.
But I will say this, that the tenor of Washington starts at the top. And at any rate, I'm going to read this book, John Meacham's book. I can't remember what the name of it is.
I can't either, but as I was driving out here this morning, it was sometime like before 6 o'clock that it was on NPR and Morning Edition. So I guess if you went to npr.org and looked up the stories this morning for Morning Edition, by 9 o'clock, that interview would be posted online.
Oh, yeah. And it's John Meacham, Jon, capital Meachem. He may have won a Pulitzer for his book on the Bush dynasty. He's a really wonderful writer. At any rate, look, it's 6:50 in the morning, and
it's called the Soul of America: The Battle for Our Better Angels is the name of the book.
Wow, that's a great title. The Soul of America: The Battle for Our Better Angels. Okay, John Meacham. It is 6:51 now, and birthdays. All right, Judy Collins turns 80 next year.
Yes.
Tim McGraw turns 50 next year. And so I love this because he wrote a song called My Next 30 Years. And I thought, geez, that's a great birthday song. So here's Tim McGraw's My Next 30 Years. What's your next 30 years going to be like, Jay?
Older.
Whoops.
Ancient.
Take a moment, celebrate my age, the ending of an era and the turning of a page. Now it's time to focus in on where I go from here. Lord, have mercy on my next 30 years. In my next 30 years, I'm gonna have some fun. Try to forget about all the crazy things I've done. Maybe now I've conquered all my adolescent fears, and I'll do it better in my next 30 years. My next 30 years, I'm gonna settle all the scores. Cry a little less, laugh a little more. Find a world of happiness without the hate and fear. Figure out just what I'm doing here in my next 30 years. Here we go. All right. My next 30 years, I'm gonna watch my weight, eat a few more salads and not stay up so late, drink a little lemonade and not so many beers. Maybe I'll remember my next 30 years. My next 30 years will be the best years of my life. Raise a little family and hang out with my wife. Spend precious moments with the ones that I hold dear. Make up for lost time here in my next 30 years. In my next 30 years.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Commercial Distributing Company of Westfield. Now in its third generation of family ownership, Commercial is one of the premier beverage distributors of Western Massachusetts. The Plasek family and the staff of Commercial Distributing wishes you good times throughout the year and urges you to drink responsibly. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Wally Computer Associates, one of the largest technology providers in North America. Headquartered in Southwick, Wally provides all of the products and services that you'd expect from a world-class technology partner to schools, colleges, businesses, as well as state and local governments and agencies. Wally Computer Associates, meeting all of your technology needs. On the web at WCA.com. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Wow. It is Tuesday, and it's the Westfield and Weekend Show. I'm Bob Plass. I'm here with JPEG Luca, trusty sidekick, the Merry Mixmaster Meister of May.
There you go.
I got it right.
Closer.
Yeah. Critic extraordinaire Mark Auerbach is with us. Mark, you're
the voice of reason on the right.
Have you been sitting on the fence so long your bum is hurting you there? I bet. It's a
I know exactly what side of the fence I'm on at any time, but I just am very careful
about
who I share it with.
Sure.
We as, or at least I think of myself as a journalist, and I think that my personal opinion about politics, I'm not here to talk about politics, so it doesn't matter.
No. I'm here to entertain, but I'm also here to inform, and part of the interest of or the interesting nature of this show is that we go everywhere, and I like the idea that we have Peter Coles behind the board. I love.
You want to hear a great quote, Bob?
Yes, go ahead.
Politics is war without blood, while war is politics with blood. Mao Zedong. And then the second follow-up quote is, all diplomacy is a continuation of war by other means. Zhou Enlai, Mao's second in command.
And Ribicoff, according to John Meacham, said that politics, or the world of politics jerks, or America jerks back and forth, but goes up. But gets better.
Yeah, he said that on NPR this morning.
Yeah.
Two big things are happening today in our little world.
What do you got?
One, it's Valley Gives Day, up and down the valley. And it's the one day of the year when all of the not-for-profits that are participants are out there raising money online for their programs and their services. So if you have a chance today, go to valleygives.org, support the local nonprofits in your community that are doing things for the greater good. And it can be anything from a social services program or animal rights program to Meals on Wheels.
That's exactly right.
Culture, whatever.
I'll put a shout out for Domus is out there today. And Ann Lantini's program to house people in Westfield is really wonderful. So Domus is
if you're able, really please go out and give what you can. And speaking of giving, tonight at the YMCA is doing a benefit for
is it for their programs for children?
They do.
I mean,
all
their
kinds of
camp for kids
for
it's
for the camp. Is that Camp Shepherd?
Camp
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that before.
They give out scholarships to folks who are not able to afford the camp.
Right. If you'd like to come out and help benefit that, come out to 7B's. It's the old Purple Onion up by 10 and 202, just north of the city. That's happening from about 5:30 this afternoon or this evening until 9 o'clock. And then next week, this Friday, I'm going to have Pete Langmore on the air with me, and we're talking about a benefit in Blandford at the Big White Church.
At the White Church. He sent me information about that, and of course he does the Scottish Festival every year.
Oh, that's a ball. Mm-hmm. I help him out with that up at
It's a beautiful church, too, up there in Blandford. It's a really historic place, and it's
there's
lovely.
A connection between the White Church and the Scottish Festival.
Oh, is there?
The first Scottish Festival in Blandford, the Glasgow Land Scottish Festival, was a benefit for the White Church to help restore it.
And not only that, the White Church has an opera
series
I love that. During the summer that's supposed to be incredible.
I went last year. Just incredible.
Huh. Yeah. The other thing that happens today at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, good.
And you can watch it on CBS TV Live. The nominees for this year's Tony Awards, which is like the Oscars of Broadway, are announced. And this is the beginning beginning of the award season on Broadway, and the Tony Awards take place on June 10th. So the
hosted by some really good people.
Sarah Bareilles is one of the hosts, and I can't remember who the other one is.
Leslie Odom?
Josh Groban.
Josh Groban, yes. Oh, great, yeah.
But anyway, today at 8:30 a.m., people locally one theater company, the Berkshire Theater Group, sent a revival of the play Children of a Lesser God to New York, which opened a couple of weeks ago. And it's a pretty sure bet that Lauren Ridloff, the young actress who plays the deaf woman in who falls in love with the speech therapist, that she'll be up for a nomination for an outstanding performance by a lead actress.
Sure. And it's the character is written as if she doesn't speak either, right? I mean, like she's able to speak, but she doesn't. She
chooses to sign rather than speak.
Right.
And the actor Lauren Ridloff is also deaf, and she chooses to sign and not speak. The whole play is about communication and how we choose to communicate, and the fact that we as human beings need to communicate in a way that's comfortable for us. And show came out in 1980, and this revival started at Berkshire Theater Group last summer, and it's a powerhouse of a play.
It's where Marlee Matlin began her career.
She began her career in the movie version.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Phyllis
Fralick, who was a deaf actor, originated the role on Broadway opposite John Rubinstein, who had been in Pippin. And in the Berkshire Theater Group, Joshua Jackson, who was on...
was he the Book of Mormon? Was he in that?
No. Dawson's Creek. He was originally on Dawson's Creek. He plays the role that John Rubinstein played, but it'll be interesting to see the category of Best Play Revival. It's got Angels in America and The Iceman Cometh. So I don't think Children of a Lesser God stands a chance in that category for a nomination. But certainly Lauren Ridloff's performance is so incredible. And she'll be up, if she is nominated, she'll be up against some real potent talent. Glenda Jackson made her return to the New York stage this year.
She's still alive, and she's
still alive.
The Avengers. That's Diana
Rigg, and she's on Broadway also in My Fair Lady.
Yeah, I get them confused. Do you get Diana Rigg and Glenda Jackson confused?
No, not really.
Oh, I've always got them confused.
No, but the other thing is that Lauren Ridloff is the actor in Children of a Lesser God.
Yeah.
Lauren Ambrose, who will most likely get a nomination for her performance as Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady, she lives in the Berkshires.
Oh, really? And where did she come from? Is she a
6 Feet Under.
Oh,
she was the Sister Claire on 6 Feet Under, and she's had quite a interesting movie and theater career. And several years ago, they announced that there was going to be a revival of Funny Girl, and that she would play Fanny Bryce on Broadway. And for some reason, it didn't come to be. The revival got canceled, and she's in this production of My Fair Lady that just opened and got rave reviews. So it's I'm really kind of looking forward to seeing who gets nominated, and then the excitement leading up from the nominations today to the Tony Awards on June 10th.
Does it mean anything when you win a Tony? Does it really help a show to stay alive?
If the show wins Best Play or Best Musical, it might make a big difference at the box office. If, as an actor, if you win a Tony Award, it's a feather in your cap, and it certainly is a respected award, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to Hollywood to star in a movie or you're going to get a TV series right away.
Sure. Right. What I find interesting is that folks see a movie and love our classic movies like West Side Story and The Sound of Music and I can go on and on, Carousel, Oklahoma, or whatever, came from a Broadway show. And a lot of our stage plays are filmed and become these incredible movies that go on, like Elephant Man or The Iceman Cometh, or I don't know, you name it.
And then it works the other way. I mean, a big musical hit on Broadway right now is Tina Fey's musical Mean Girls, which
was based upon the TV show.
It was based upon
the
movie, which
okay.
came out a few years ago. La Cage aux Folles, one of the most successful shows of all time, or Hairspray, or the producers are based on the movies.
Yes, yeah. And the movies, or let's say Legally Blonde, what is that other show like Legally, The Wedding Singer, they're looking to the movies now to find the plots for Broadway shows. Yeah.
See, the musical that I saw I'm going to see again, it just an original story. I think was based upon an autobiography. And I like original stuff. I don't like a rehash of something else.
I do too. I'd much rather go see something. It can be based on a film. That doesn't bother me. But I want to see something that's different. And one of the shows... Well, there are two shows that are likely to be nominated for Best Musical. One is... SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. And what's interesting about that is
it's doing really well.
I believe it.
Big box office hit. The music is written by a group of contemporary songwriters. It's not one composer, and
so they did it like a movie then.
From everybody from Cyndi Lauper to Sarah Bareilles.
And it's staged. The staging is really hot. And the other one is a small musical called The Band's Visit, which is based on a really obscure movie about a musical group that is supposed to be playing in the occupied Palestinian territories and ends up in a small town in Israel giving a concert.
Right. It's a thinking man's musical, perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah. But it's small and it's different.
Yeah.
That's cool, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But when you think of, we've got SquarePants, Bob, what is it?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants, and this really wonderful musical, The Band's Visit.
Who's Squidward?
They are miles apart in terms of their approach and their
appeal
music.
too.
Oh my God, incredible! You've got a whole gamut there. Yeah. Hey, I'll play you a part. Let's play the 7:15 song. Since we mentioned Mean Girls, based on the movie Mean Girls, produced by Tina Fey, written by Tina Fey. Did she direct? No, Casey Nicholaw directed it.
Casey Nicholaw directed it.
Yeah.
It's gotten good reviews. I mean, I think it's going to be a palpable box office hit in the way that a lot of people who saw the movie in 2004, 14 years ago, are now at the theater-going age and would love to see it on stage.
Yeah. I'd love to see Casey Nicholaw when 6 Degrees of Bob. Casey Nicholaw was an old friend of mine from years ago, actually was dating a friend of mine. And I'll never forget, he was one of the living Christmas tree. Do you remember they had a living Christmas tree at Pier 17 or something in New York City? And he was one of the ornaments on the tree that is made up of, and so he's got was an ornament on a Christmas tree, and now is one of the biggest choreographer directors on Broadway.
There's a whole story behind there. Just we could launch into it. How do you become an ornament on a Christmas tree?
Well, you stand.
There's that church the church off of Route 57.
Yeah, they do it every year.
That has the living Christmas tree. During the holidays.
They do like 10 performances.
You stand on platforms, and you're in the shape of a Christmas tree, and the guy on the top wears a hat with a star in it.
Well,
I don't know.
That would have to be you, Bob.
Oh, yeah, really. I'm more like the stump down there.
We'll put Bob on top of the pavilion.
That's true. All right. So, hey, this song is from Mean Girls. It's called I'd Rather Be Me. If you saw the movie, you'll get the drift of this. This is a wonderful new song. I wonder who wrote the music for Mean Girls. We can check on that.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it's I'd Rather Be Me from the musical Mean Girls.
So your best friend screwed you over, acted nice when she not nice. Well, I have some advice, cause it's happened to me twice. Here's my secret strategy, it always works because the world doesn't end, it just feels like it does. So raise your right finger and solemnly swear whatever they say about me, I don't care. I won't twist in knots to to join your game, I will say you make me mad. And if you treat me bad, I'll say you're bad. And if I eat alone from this moment on, that's just what I'll do. 'Cause I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. We're supposed to all be ladies and be nurturing and care. Is that really fair? Boys get to fight, we have to share. Here's the way that turns out. We always understand how to slap someone down with our underhand. So here's my right finger to how girls should behave. 'Cause sometimes what's meant to break you makes you brave. So I will not act all innocent, I won't fake apologize. Let's just fight and then make up, not tell these lies. Let's call our damage even, clean the slate till it's like new. It's a new life for me, where I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. I'll say no, knock it off with your notes and your rules and your games. And those sycophants who follow you, I'll remember all their names. And when they drag you down like they inevitably do, I will not laugh along with them and approve their past coup, 'cause that's not me. I don't need their good opinions, I have plenty of opinions. Everybody has opinions, but it doesn't make them true. What's true is being me, and I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. So raise them high, 'cause playing nice and shy is insulting my IQ. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you.
WSKB's programming is generously underwritten by Whip City Fiber, Westfield Gas and Electric, where they offer gigabit internet speed. Whip City Fiber, turning Westfield's neighborhoods into fiberhoods. On the web at whipcityfiber.com. Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Underwriting for community radio is provided by the YMCA of Greater Westfield. Every day, the YMCA strengthens the community through programs and services focused on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. For all the Y's many programs and services, visit us on the web at www.westfieldymca.org. The YMCA, 67 Court Street in downtown Westfield. We're more than a gym. We're a cause. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
He rules the roost on Thursday from 6 till 10. It's Patrick Berry.
Community Radio
89.5 WSKB. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
7:15 in the morning on May 1st, 2018. It's a splendid day because we have Mark Auerbach, critic extraordinaire, here with me, Bob Plass, and J. Pagluka, trusty sidekick, and the Mixmeister of May himself, the kitten of the keys. Right over there, Pete Coles. And hey, we were saying that